Love is a very complicated thing. It doesn't let you live in peace and it doesn't let you die in peace. It won't let you be together, but it won't let you be apart either. And it seems the relationship between Prime Minister Modi and Mr. Donald Trump has reached that same difficult crossroad, where staying together is impossible, but walking away is just as hard. Just yesterday, in response to a question from a journalist, Mr. Trump himself basically said as much. Modi is a great friend of mine, he began. I will always be a friend to PM Modi. He's a great Prime Minister. But then he added the twist. What I don't like is the stuff that he's doing right now, referring to India buying oil from Russia. He quickly followed up by saying, but America and India have a special relationship. There's nothing to worry about. We have these moments sometimes. Doesn't that sound exactly like a lover's quarrel? It's like saying, I still love them very much, but I'm angry about what they're doing right now, but I'm sure we'll get back together one day. And watch what happened next. As soon as the video of Trump's statement was posted, our own PM Modi immediately retweeted it with high praise. He wrote that he wholeheartedly appreciates and fully endorses Trump's positive feelings about their relationship and that India and the US have a positive and visionary partnership. The message was sent from one side and Mr. Modi instantly hit it back over the net. But what exactly is Mr. Modi fully supporting? The part where Trump criticizes India's actions? It's confusing. He even tagged both the official President of the United States at POTUS account and Donald Trump's personal account. Now we have to wait and see if Trump replies. Will this gesture move things forward? Will their friendship blossom again? Or is this just a momentary truce? However, while this is happening, let's not forget something very important. The incredibly disrespectful comments coming from Trump's inner circle against India. For example, just yesterday, Howard Lutnick, who is a major industry leader, a close advisor to Trump, and a Zionist, spoke on Bloomberg TV. He laid out 3 conditions for removing the extra 25% tariff on India. India must stop buying oil from Russia, it must leave the BRICS alliance, and it must support America. He went even further, making a stunningly arrogant prediction. Within 2 months, India will come to us bowed and begging for forgiveness, saying, I'm sorry. And then President Trump will decide what to do. Think about the nerve of that statement. So, Trump is your president. Fine. Does that mean we don't have a prime minister here? He's the president of your country, not of India. The disrespect is just shocking. And what was this based on? Our own minister, Piyush Goyal, had said he was hopeful for a trade deal with the US within 2 months. Lutnick took that comment and twisted it into a story of India surrendering and our PM apologizing to Trump. Can you imagine a more insulting statement in international relations? It seems Trump's entire team has a habit of being shockingly rude. We all remember Peter Navarro's bizarre statements. The attacks on India just keep coming. Now, to be fair, India has mostly taken the high road and has avoided getting into a mudslinging match. But a firm reply, at least from a minister, was needed. Maybe PM Modi himself stays above it to maintain his dignity, but a strong statement should have come from our External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, or from Piyush Goyal. We all know that trade deal negotiations are still happening, even talks for defense deals like jet engines. But you can't just ignore this kind of constant disrespect. Our Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Mr. Randhir Jaiswal, just says that he rejects the statements or that we will continue to buy oil from Russia. But for the kind of language Lutnick used saying India will bow and beg for forgiveness, a much stronger answer is necessary. But while a tough response is missing, the moment Trump offers a small olive branch, Mr. Modi is quick to reply with warm words. This leaves his supporters confused. Are we supposed to criticize Trump or praise him? What will the news channels say now? Trump and Modi's friendship grows stronger. China and Russia are shaking. Just yesterday, they were showing India's closeness with China and Russia to make Trump nervous. Now, will they use this to scare China and Russia? Speaking of China and Russia, Trump recently posted an old photo on Truth Social. It showed him with Xi Jinping, Putin, and Narendra Modi all smiling. He wrote, I think we lost India to the deepest and darkest China. He calls China deepest and darkest, but no one asks him the obvious question. If China is so bad, why did you slap a 50% tariff on India, your partner of 27 years, and not on them? That photo, by the way, wasn't even from the recent SEO summit. It was quite old. Using that old photo just shows that our relationship with Russia has always been strong. Russia has always been a reliable, time-tested friend. On the world stage, especially at the UN Security Council regarding Kashmir, Russia has been our biggest supporter, blocking moves against us. We bought weapons from Russia when no one else would sell to us. Even today, most of our army's equipment is Russian. And here's the key difference. When Russia gives us weapons, it gives us the technology and full control. America and France sell us the weapons but keep the keys to the technology. With Russia, we are in the driver's seat. Our relationship with China did get worse after Doklam, but it was decent before that. So the big question is, what signal does Mr. Modi's quick expression of love for Trump send to China and Russia? This is the core problem, credibility. Just as Howard Lutnick demands that India leave BRICS, Mr. Modi has just promised to support China for the BRICS presidency. You are in a group meant to counter America and another group meant to counter China, the Quad. When you're playing for both teams, who really trusts you? There have been many articles saying that India is the weakest link in BRICS and that nobody trusts it. When BRICS proposed a common currency, India was the first to back out after Trump made threats. So you are already not fully trusted in BRICS and America is pressuring you to leave. And on the same day that a close Trump ally makes this demand, you send such a loving reply to Trump's tweet. You could have waited. Trump says one thing in the morning and another at night. First, he made fun of the India-China-Russia friendship. Then, he said a few nice words to a journalist and you immediately rush to support him. What will you do if he insults you again tonight? What exactly are you supporting? The claim that India is funding Russia's war? They are calling it the Indian war and saying India is a washing machine for Russian money. These are the very accusations that led to the 50% tariff. Is this what you support? It's hard to understand. If you had to write something, you could have just said, Trump is a good friend of mine, and I hope our relationship improves soon. But to go so far as to wholeheartedly appreciate and offer full support seems like too much. Now, we have to admit, Howard Lutnick made one point that is very serious and true. America is the biggest market for Indian products. While India has a huge market, America's is even bigger, and our producers sell a lot of goods there. Losing the American market would be a disaster for our economy. China can't replace it because it's too busy selling its own products to the world. So having a good relationship with America is important for our economy. There's no doubt about it. So while cutting ties with the US is not a smart option, neither is making enemies with Russia and China. You can't survive in international relations by making enemies everywhere. It's good that trade negotiations are happening. I've always said this tariff issue will be solved in a month or two with some compromise. But in the meantime, while you are in a standoff, you should stand firm. America threw the first punch. They were the ones who were disrespectful. So let them make a few more friendly gestures, send a few more love letters before you melt so easily. Matlab thoda to tadapne do. If you seem too eager, you are bound to get your heart broken in love every time. What are your thoughts? Please share them in the comments. Consider like and subscribe to me. Thank you very much.